needed like a like Tony Stark could have just made some shit. Like, I don't have the materials. If I take you to a fucking cave and tell you gotta build me a fucking iPod, I'll sit there and go, yeah, I'll need plastic, I'll need this, I'll need that, I need... You have 2 days. Are you fucking listening to me? I need a lithium battery. You have 2 days. Like, you're a fucking idiot. Are you fucking listening? Do you understand the concept of, I don't have every fucking piece out here in the desert to build all this shit? I gotta order it from parts. Like, you see Batman, he's gotta order all this stuff from different, companies. Like, where the fuck... That's my mind. Where the fuck is S.H.I.E.L.D. going? Are they ordering stuff? Fucking satellites that can... it's so dumb. I get why you like it. I'm not saying I hate it. But when you see shows like 24, when you see that realm of existence, and they acknowledge that realm of existence, and they acknowledge all these other heroes, and they acknowledge all this other shit, yeah, maybe it's easier to just have the guy who's drinking and having sex because your mind is going to explode thinking about all this shit. And one of the things that got me really pissed off was like Obadiah Stane, cool. He goes in, he puts the little thumb shit, and it's like, well, it paralyzes the guy. And I'm sitting there going, why didn't Tony Stark have one of those things? Why? I don't know about you, but that seems like a very simple object that Tony Stark might have. He could probably have used it. No. Only Obadiah Stane has it. And I'm like, they could have manufactured that to the military. They could have sold it. I know why they didn't. It causes paralysis. He very blah 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 reason. Of course they could have bought them off. No offense, but I mean, if George Bush can steal the country and they could have bought off the people, knocked them off, got it through. I know. We're not supposed to think. It's not a thinking man's movie. He gets in, stabilizers, flies in Afghanistan, shoots the bad terrorists, and he goes home and has sex with girls. I get all that stuff. But people, you want to know my opinion, that's what I was thinking. I was thinking about where Superman is. I was thinking about where the other heroes were. I was thinking about why they didn't get involved, why they don't get involved. I was thinking about why S.H.I.E.L.D., the fucking essentially a Mission Impossible... IMF, essentially MI5. MI5, if it was Sky Captain, is not. Even at the end, with the fucking robot, the giant. I'm a big robot, Obadiah Stane. I'm gonna grab you and fucking. I'm like, what does this have to do with anything? I'm not understanding. What does this have to do with anything? Like, I'm sorry, like, I don't know about you. But I'm sorry, I don't know how to explain this, but usually I wouldn't get in a giant robot costume and fight another guy with a little robot costume. I would probably just paralyze the girl, get out of the fucking iron suit, and paralyze her. And it's like, well, he couldn't. They were agents, you dumbass. There were guns. There were agents. But why doesn't he have the fucking weapons that the guy had? Like, you're sitting there going, dude, I don't know how to explain this. But Obadiah Stane has worked with Tony Stark just as they've been together. So anything that they're inventing, guns, weapons, shit, he would have. So I don't. Hard to explain, but didn't he have the Gatling gun? Couldn't he have just shot the guys with the Gatling gun? Did he have to break them in half? I get it. It's cool. He's Iron Man. He's gonna fight a big robot. But I was just sitting there going, you could have just shot them with the Gatling gun. I don't know about you, but in Terminator 2, Terminator goes fucking crazy with that Gatling gun, kills everybody. I was like, there's like 5 cops. First of all, the S.H.I.E.L.D. sucks. I was like, dude, these are not S.H.I.E.L.D. agents. I'm like, when I think S.H.I.E.L.D. agents, dude, I want to think like fucking G.I. Joe or something. Like they're just suits with guns. I was like, what the fuck is all this? I'm like, dude, they got their ass owned. I'm a huge S.H.I.E.L.D. proponent, and I was like, dude, these guys suck. Like, for S.H.I.E.L.D. agents, these guys suck. Like, they suck. No offense. And but the guy had a targeting system in his head. Why, he could have killed them all. Big fight, battle, Tony in the ice. I like the movie, though. I know, it's like all the bitching and blah, blah, blah. I liked it. But those were my gripes. I sound like I fucking hate it, but those are the things that I was like, oh my god, dude, this is like, like I said, when you're in the realm of 24, when you're in that realm, it's just, it's hard to believe that like the savior is a guy in a suit who goes and does things. Like, not really buying that kind of like with Batman, you're like, okay, he's just fighting stupid criminals, but like with Iron Man, it's like he's fighting the world essentially, and even at the end, he reveals that he's Iron Man, and I get why. Civil War, they're headed towards there, they want to do all that stuff. But I was like, dude, why would you do that? The fucking terrorists will know where you live. They'll try and kill you. It's not, assassination attempts. It would just, why would you reveal, what's the point of the mask then? Why would you reveal your identity? It just seems really stupid to me to do that. Yeah, I mean, I'm sorry. It's like Osama bin Laden going, I live here. Da-na, 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 like, what was... So why do you wear the mask? Oh, I get it, because you gotta fly, but... I still like it, though. And I will, of course, see the sequel. I mean, I'll watch them. I mean, it was better than Blade Trinity, I mean, anything is, I mean, it was fun, but like I said, those are my gripes. You wanted to know what I was bitching about. That's what I gotta bitch about. I'm still looking forward to, I know War Machine's gonna be in the sequel, and I just hope they don't fight a giant dragon. Like, I mean, I like the mystic stuff, but I just feel like, don't just throw it in. Just, like, I hope they're not thinking in terms of, like, I hope they don't, like, usually with heroes, they just think of, like, okay, who's the villain? Who's he gonna fight? And with Iron Man, I'm sorry to say this, Iron Man has shitty villains. That's what makes Batman awesome. Batman and Spider-Man have the best villains. Everyone else, they kind of have, their villains suck ass. Like, they have villains that, like, and I feel like with Iron Man, his villain is not, like we've already established, his villain are going to be heroes, and other people, he's going to piss people off, and the military, but, it's kind of like think of Iron Man like Jason Bourne. Would you ever expect Jason Bourne to fight somebody like Abomination, a super, hulked out kind of No, that would just be dumb. You'd be like, well, that's Jason Bourne. Why is he doing that? Like, you get that, like, so take that world of the Jason Bourne and throw it into Iron Man's world, where now everybody knows where he fucking lives, and everybody, anybody with a fucking sniper can just kill him. Fine. You take that world of car bombs and the espionage and crazy death and all that stuff. You take that world, and then you're like, well, who are we going to have him fight? Oh, a giant fucking dragon now. It's like, but that's what I'm talking about. That was my review, if it made any fucking sense. I like the movie. Yes, you're all going to own it. You're all going to buy it. It's going to keep making money. Everything was spot on. I don't have any, the flaws that I had were just my own flaws. It had nothing to do with the thing. I enjoy it. I'll watch it. Compared to Fantastic Four and Blade Trinity, yes. I like Robert Downey Jr. I like the cast. Everybody's great. But like I said, I just hope that I hope they kind of one-up it a little to not be so, I'm sorry. But that's my Iron Man review. That's all I have to say. And I'll talk about the Dark Knight trailer to save some space here.